greeting you with shalom, a fullness of peace and grace. And it's so great to be with you. It's a privilege to be in this community of care. We're going to start with our sitting in each other's silence again. And if you can make sure that all your microphones are muted. Just sitting comfortably. Feet flat on the floor. Not clenching your fists. Intentionally opening your hands. And if you want to, you can even close your eyes. If you're comfortable with that, and you feel safe doing it. And as we're sitting like this, let us just become aware of everything around us. Graphic sounds, sounds of nature, perhaps wind, birds, smells, touch, textures. And just allow everything around you, your surroundings, to involve you. As you become part of the metaphoric quilt of care. And as we're sitting like this, let us slowly become aware of our physical presence here. The physical processes of which we are part. Our breathing, our heartbeat, everything sensory, even your thoughts. And now I'd like you to just become aware of your process of breathing. How your chest is rising, subsiding, rising, subsiding. In a comforting rhythm. As you're breathing in, just become aware of the air that you breathe in being cooler than the air that you breathe out. And allow that to signify and remind you that you are making a difference in letting warmth flow into this world. Breathe in deeply. Cool air. Breathe out. Just become aware that you've made a difference. The air is warmer. You've made a difference to the world. already. And this morning, let us experience that as a blessing. We can make a difference to this world, to each other, even to ourselves and our own well-being. This morning, I'd like us to, as we sit in each other's silence, sit in awe. And the reason for that is, as it says in Psalm 111, verse 10, awe of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And isn't that what we so dearly need in these times? Wisdom. So this morning, as we sit in each other's silence, once we've grounded ourselves in the love and grace of God, we become silent and sit in awe. But before we do that, let us just become aware of our breathing again. As you breathe, become aware of the rhythm, filling up, emptying out. As you become aware that you're participating in life and making it. Let us now also rest in that awareness, in the consciousness of being instruments, being images of God, perhaps even imaginings of God. I'd like you to become aware of your feet as they're resting on the floor. Just rest in that as a confirmation, being grounded. If you're grounding in the grace of God, in the presence of God, just imagine for a moment that you can see how that extends to everybody, first perhaps around this group, but also extending to the rest of the world. As you experience oneness. Breathe in deeply again. Just experience the calm, the peace, even in your core as you do. Let us just rest in our breathing rhythm, the grounding for a moment, coming home to this sitting in each other's silence. And now, as we've grounded ourselves in the grace of God, let us also experience all of God this morning. Once again, I'd just like to read to you from Psalm 111, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. All who follow his precepts with understanding, to him belong eternal praise. The fear of the Lord, the awe of the Lord, is the beginning of wisdom. As we are moving through Lent in our church calendar, perhaps this morning you can choose an event that you associate with Lent, and by making use of all your senses, imagine experiencing that firsthand. Imagine what you might have seen, what you might have heard, what you might have smelled, even touch. Taste it. Let us sit in each other's silence this morning and imagine in a very sensory way what such an event must have been like. In that way, opening ourselves to the awe of God, what has happened in that specific instance in Lent. Let us take a few minutes, just sit in each other's silence in that way. Breathe in deeply once again. Just allow this, which you've now experienced, settle as a conscious experience and instill awe in you. That awe being the seed of wisdom. Wisdom that you might so desire in these times. Breathing deeply. Just allow that to settle. Thank you.